the big thing coming home, okay? We have the CAF officials who have been, inspecting. We have nations that have been, waiting and preparing. We have East Africa that has been dreaming. And I don't know, are we ready to host CHAN at AFCON? I think CHAN is when, 2025?
CHAN is 2025 in August.
2027?
Yeah, for 2027.
Yes.
I think we shall be ready. AFCON will be hosted in 2 years' time. There's a lot of work happening in all the 3 East African countries. Stadium renovations, you have airport upgrades, you have hotels being refurbished across the board in Tanzania, Kenya, and East Africa, and Zanzibar. But for now, I think let's focus on CHAN, because CHAN is happening in just a couple of months from now in August.
Well,
Last
that's
week,
close.
yeah, very close.
Close.
Last week we had delegations from Tanzania, from Kenya, the local organizing committees from Kenya and Tanzania, who are hosted by the National Council of Sports and FUFA, and they were given a treat. Basically, they were taken around to see where Uganda is,
Yes.
in as far as CHAN is concerned. So there were site visits to the stadiums, to Nambole, the training facilities around, and they saw basically what Uganda is trying to put together. And there was a dinner. They actually met also the chairperson of the local organizing committee, the First Lady, Janet Museveni, and she was taken through where Uganda has reached, together with our visitors, because remember, this is a 3-country bid. It's historic. It's 3 countries hosting, not even a bid, it's a 3-country tournament, 3-country host tournament. It's the first of its kind, both for CHAN and for AFCON. And what we're doing is historic for Uganda, because never before in the history of this competition has it been hosted by more than 2 countries. I think it was, the first one was in 2000 when Ghana and Nigeria hosted AFCON. And then I think a couple of years ago you had an AFCON hosted by Gabon and Equatorial Guinea. But I mean, largely it's been one country hosting the tournament, be it Burkina Faso here, Mali here, Cameroon, South Africa, and the likes. So this is history in the making, and I thought for Uganda it was a good thing. You had the Tanzanian president, Hussein Mohamed, who replaced Nick Mwenda, coming here with his delegation, which was led by Nicholas Musonyi, a name which is a household name in Ugandan sport. At one point it was called, the Sakafa tournament was called the Musonyi Cup, because it's been it's been basically the face and the brand and literally the owner of that property, the Sakafa property. So he's in charge of Kenya's local organizing committee, and then I also had the Tanzanian delegation, together with the ministers, the sports ministers of Kenya, the sports minister of Tanzania, as well as the FA heads and the people who are handling the CHAN office for the 3-country tournament in Kenya and Tanzania, around the country. They were impressed with what Uganda has managed to put together. Nambole is 95% done. I think actually after AFCON, they're going to upgrade it to a 45,000 seater. And I think that is when SUMA, the guys who are doing the stadium work in Hoima, are going to come in to upgrade the capacity. Because I think that is a minimum requirement for it to be in contention to host either the opening ceremony or the closing ceremony. But these are interesting times for us as a country, for us as a sporting society, because I spoke to the former president, Moses Magogo, who is also the vice president, or rather the vice chairman of the LOC, and he said that for the first time in a long time, he actually now feels like we're going to host this tournament, because there have been many ifs and buts regarding the funding, regarding the guarantees here and there from government, but all these things were put to rest once cabinet did ratify a few things in the LOC, and right now it's a legal entity. There's been guarantees which are coming from the Ghana government. This is money being generated by the Ghana government to make sure that all the facilities are in place and the country is fully prepared to host the tournament. But like I said earlier, the success of Uganda does not mean the success of Pamoja, because this is a 3-country bid, which is complicated.
Yeah.
So the failure of one country can actually jeopardize the entire tournament.